John O'Clock, mother... Yes, we've got our first John O'Clock moment of the week before we've even fucking began. Isn't that fucking waxer? JBL mugged off to his face once again, and he bit. That means one thing, motherfuckers. Jeremy Wade. That's a fish on. I'm King Ross, and you're my loyal subjects. It's that time of the bastard week once again, where we take a look at all the WTF moments from WWE SmackDown Live, and we start with 6 WhatCulture signs and 3 King Ross marks in JBL shirts, as you saw in the intro. Very nice work, well done. Look at that sign, it says, "We don't want none with the nun replaced with a nun." Ha! And because they made a funny with a nun, I'm going to make a funny with a nun. Here's a nun joke. What's black, white, black, white, black, white, black and white, black, white, black, white, black, white, black and white, black and white? It's a nun rolling down a hill. Ha ha ha! Nun jokes are shit. Get better. F*** off. WTF is David Otunga wearing there? That unprofessional prick. He looks like a Jedi hipster wanker who's took his clothes straight from the wardrobe of The Miz. Not actually Mike Mizanin, or whatever the his real second name is. The character The Miz, the deluded arsehole heel who dresses to annoy people on purpose. And Dave's there, legitimately dressed like that. He's just a fucking arsehole, isn't he? Just a fucking arsehole. Just fuck off, Dave. Do you see that mountain that JBL climbs all the time? Dave, well, you know what to do. The lower school next to it. Fuck off down into there and never leave again. Say blah, 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 blah. Remember TNA, but the fact of the matter is that sign is incorrect because TNA hasn't gone yet. What's it to remember? It's still there. It's still alive. But for the purposes of this video, and because I know you marks out there like gimmicks, the end for TNA is coming soon. No, that's what you read on the internet, and of course everything on the internet is true. So I guess that means one thing for TNA, Samuel, doesn't it? You play the gimmick, young man. The end is nigh, the end is nigh, f***ing run away, the end is nigh, bye. We have that moment where Shane McMahon referenced Total Divas in saying that Naomi and Nikki Bella got on well with Natalya really well on that show, so Natalya will be a really good coach with the SmackDown Live women's team for Survivor Series. WTF. Total Divas is a parallel universe where Naomi is known as Trin, a real fucking name, not a wrestling name, you know, because it's not a wrestling show. It's got nothing to do with WWE apart from the people who are actually in the show. And then you've got Lana. Let's take Lana as example, how you can't put WWE and Total Divas and mix them together into one storyline. On Total Divas, or Total Bellas, something with total in the title, she speaks American. That means when she's on WWE television, she's just an American woman pretending to be Russian. Presumably because Rusev has a fetish for Russian people. WTF, you can't mix and match. That shit made no fucking sense. Ooh, it's John O'Clock, mother! We have that moment where JBL himself said there's nothing like the pride that goes through your veins of representing your company when Raw and SmackDown go head to head. Well, I'm here to tell you something, John. Raw and SmackDown, they're not companies, they're brands within one big company. I thought you were some sort of fucking business expert, John, you pillock. I thought you were a bigwig on the stock market, John. I've seen you on Fox News wearing a suit, telling people about business and stock markets and shit. That's all a fucking lie, isn't it, John? You're a fucking fraudster. You don't know the difference between a brand and a bigger company. You arsehole fraudster. Mountain, off up there and get frozen like the Yeti. Aye. Watch WhatCulture Extra where you'll see my breakdown of Halloween Havoc 1995. Yes, we're back to beat that dead horse with the same old fucking dead stick. I don't know what that fucking saying is, but as we all know, in this brand extension era, in this new era, SmackDown Live and Raw, they're meant to be going head to head on everything, competing, competition, it breeds success. So why then was SmackDown Live airing a 3-minute promo detailing the main storyline on WWE Raw? As if SmackDown fans are meant to give a shit what's happening on Monday Night Raw. They shouldn't. We don't care what's happening with Goldberg and Lesnar. That's on Raw. You're on SmackDown. SmackDown be better than Raw. Get this right. I bet you can spell Kurt Hawkins like I can. H-A-W-K-I-N-S. That's how you spell it. It's an easy word to fucking spell, but the people doing the SmackDown Live graphics, they spell it Hawkins. K-I-N-G-S. You know, kings like me. They've got me on the fucking brain. They fucking love me so much that they don't know they're typing about me when they're typing about somebody else. They're obsessed. They're in love. I'm the fucking best. I'm a dreamboat, aren't I, with me lovely beard. But I don't think Kevin Dunn actually constructs the graphic. I just think he presses the button to make them go on the screen. So we'll let him off this time. teeth though. Right, then we have the moment where SmackDown General Manager Daniel Bryan dropped the bombshell on The Miz's arsehole, saying that The Miz would not be part of the men's team for SmackDown Live at Survivor Series. Why, I hear you ask? Well, Bryan wants fighters who fight on SmackDown's terms. They'll do it for the greater good. They're team players. Miz is not one of them because he rejected the chance to fight for the Intercontinental Championship last week. Blah, 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 blah. So to replace The Miz, Daniel Bryan picked Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin, who early in the night had a promo aired where he said he didn't care about anybody, not even his own family. He's in it for himself, yet he's been picked for SmackDown Live. A team game, a team player, he's certainly not one of those. And then you've got Bray Wyatt, a cult leader that doesn't give a fuck about anybody else, apart from his followers. And oh, what's that? One of those followers on that team as well, Randy Orton. So we have three, over half of that fucking team, who certainly won't be team players. But The Miz was not picked because he's not a team player. He should have been picked. It's just a pick of no team players. What? But bit hypocritical when you've picked some fucking arseholes that certainly aren't team players, Daniel. Stupid. Beard. First of all, that interviewer there, I can't remember her fucking name, she's fucking telepathic. She's got this special gift where she knows where superstars will be walking on the corridor, and then she's there, running on the scene late, and then somehow she knows that the cameraman has got time allocated for a backstage interview. So she just stumbles upon things conveniently, and then, it made sense in my head. It probably didn't make sense coming out my mouth, but I couldn't give a f***, so take that. But then she says that James Ellis won't be at ringside. James Ellis. James Ellis? Ellsworth, you f***ing idiot. He's not the man that played who, Sam? Say that name again. I can't remember what you said, Sam. Come on, Sam.
Burt Lynch and Zed Cars.
James Ellis? Ellsworth? What? He didn't play Burt Lynch and Zed Cars. That's two different people. So I suppose when Daniel Bryan said that James Ellsworth couldn't come down to ringside later in the night, it would be all right for this James Ellis bloke to do so. Which means that when Ellsworth did actually appear at ringside, it made complete sense within the storyline because it's not Ellsworth. F***. You're an idiot. F*** off. Now, I know not many people give a flying shit about the Usos, but come the f*** on, WWE. That picture there has the same Uso. I don't know which one. They both look the same. That picture there has the same Uso twice. Has the same slit in the eyebrow, same facial hair, and same clothing, even though we see each and every week that the Usos wear slightly different attire to the other, so you can tell which one's which. But no, that picture there is the same Uso, doubled, just because they're twins and they didn't think we'd notice. But you can't get past this sick guy, WWE. F*** you. Why the f*** do we need to see this match anyway? It's for the Survivor Series team qualifying match. We know the Usos are going to win. The Headbangers aren't going to beat the Usos. The Headbangers aren't going to be Survivor Series. We might as well just hand it the win to the Usos without ruining our f***ing evening with another pointlessly short match. First of all, Randy Orton, do not make those shitty, pointless, meaningless promos like Bray Wyatt does. You claim you were born with the devil in your ear. Were you f***? You were born like the rest of us. We even know who your bastard dad is. Randall, Keith, your middle name's f***ing Keith. The devil doesn't speak to Keith. You're a normal human being. Stop. But yes, the biggest elephant in the room, the SmackDown Live room from yesterday's episode, is those flickering things in Randy's eyeballs. What the f*** were they? He looked like a malfunctioning robot, or maybe he was just tripping off his titties because he was f***ed on cowies. Haha, Randy Orton on the drugs. Slander. It's not libel because it's not written down. Slander. And because I haven't come up with a new gimmick in some time, and I know you marks love the gimmicks, it's time for those flickering eyeballs, to get in the shit house. That's the shit house, and shit like that, it goes in the shit house, because shit moments like those, they are shit houses. Gonna take some work, this one. We have that moment where Mauro Ranallo claimed that Survivor Series was the only time during the year that SmackDown go head-to-head with Raw. Here we go again. Where's that fucking horse from the old scepter? Stick here. SmackDown Live and Raw have been going head-to-head since the brand extension came in. Vince McMahon cut that promo. You don't need to tell me what happened in that promo because I say it every fucking WTF Moment video. Blah. But no, they go head-to-head every week. And you've got the Royal Rumble, you got WrestleMania, inter-promotional matches. SummerSlam probably have a couple on next year. Survivor Series is not the only time, Mauro. You deceiving motherfucker. Mamma mia! So as we all know, the Usos are two-time WWE Tag Team Champions and two-time Slammy Award winners. That's how you remember. Twos and twos. Two Usos, two twins, twins. Twins and twos. Twos and twins, twos, twins. But no, last night on WWE SmackDown Live, we can only assume that Kevin Dunn was in charge of the graphics as well as the production of the show. Why? Because so much was f***ing wrong on those graphics. The Usos are listed as three-time Tag Team Champions. Kevin Dunn is the same as a famous man from years gone by, a famous man who liked to rewrite history. Starling! Kevin Dunn is Starling. Dirty bastard. Dirty Starling. F*** off. It's Jonathan! Get this right. JBL called American Alpha America Alpha. Word life. This is crazy Usonomics. Bo. This is like crazy Usonomics. Uso life. Why the f*** is he doing that with his hands? What was that in Dean Ambrose's back pocket? So during that main event between Dean Ambrose and AJ Styles, the Lunatic Fringe was selling his knee heavily. Whenever he put a bit of weight on it, oh, he was limping like a limp dog. But one instance, Dean went up to the top rope while Styles was on the floor, and he dropped a f***ing elbow from the top rope to the floor, landing on his knee in the process. But after that, he didn't sell the knee, despite his knee f***ing killing him earlier in the match. Surely it should have paid twice as much. Logic. But isn't Dean crazy? And that's it for all the WTF Moments from WWE SmackDown Live. I've been King Ross. This has been my sexy f***ing beard. You've been my lost subjects. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
I will delete WCPW. It's over!